and they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have the first crack at it in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Line getting set on second down. Off play action. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Looking to pass, it's Sperry. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Noles line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So Mississippi State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Hardy. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets the give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hardy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Can't get him to the ground. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory.
Got it! And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Back to throw. It's Sperry. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Hill. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Gonna run it. It's Green. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hill. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off. And that
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Berry. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Noles send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. That's caught. It's Hardy. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty...
The Cook passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting...
There he goes! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Winston. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Get set, get set.
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
4-2 Spider.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Gets away from one. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Quickly to the tight end.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
To the air, it's Berry. Got a man, it's Davis. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. Wants to bring it back. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Intercepted, the defense has set him up.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And the try is no good. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll run it with Wilson. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
They go to the ground. Fights off the defender. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
Got it behind the line. It's Green. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
All you can say is how impressive impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game? Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Gonna swing it on second down. Plows through the defense. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Croman Hoke. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Trying to get behind the defense. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quickly out to the tight end. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got it in the middle, it's Cole. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Snags it over the middle. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone and understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Just drives it between the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Working the middle, it's complete. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Made a defender miss. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. He's going for it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And with time running out here in the first half, not willing to invite disaster, the offense takes a knee, and they'll go to the break trailing. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
The Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll open the second half on the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride Davis here. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the catch. It's Davis. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Seminoles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. Quick strike complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
With jet sweep pass. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he
caught it! And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Quickly complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. They just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500, and let's see where this team can go.
And it'll be a touchback. Come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the... completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved... just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Unloads to the wideout. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pulls it in, it's Davis. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, running back on the move. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Turning it on! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Punt is on its way. He He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The give to Davis. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They boot it away on fourth down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They send the tight end in motion. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. That is no good. Oh, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
42, Florida State, 3.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He's going to take off. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes.
And man, that's such a great play by the quarterback to scramble around and make something happen. But I got to understand at the end of that run to take care of the football. I can't cough it up. Really good job scrambling, but poor job finishing that run.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wide receiver going in motion. Power football with the run. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Bulldogs!
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Oh, he's got a chance. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He'll heave it deep. He's got it inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Jackrabbit.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. He's inside the 10. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down. Or after the big pass play.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Power ahead. Touchdown Seminoles! Great job by the back on the option.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Running back searching for a hole. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down. Running to Green. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Extending the play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll go to the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's been running hog wild since the opening kickoff. They're up by 34 over Oklahoma State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. The Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.